What's up, boys? We are back. Today we're going to be talking about UFC fighters who don't get enough hate in every division. We're going to start off with Flyweight. Looking back at this, after I've chosen everyone for this video, I've realized it's really just UFC fighters who are overrated, but you know, a little bit of a different video name to get some clicks on it, so we'll just go with that. Fighters who don't get enough hate. For Flyweight, we do have Amir Albazi. He's a fraud, dude. I feel like he doesn't get enough hate because of the freaking heart surgery stuff he had, and he's kind of like an underdog story. He's a boring fighter, and the Flyweight division has a lot of talent. I'm not gonna say a lot. It's a weak division, but there's guys like Manel Kape. There's guys like Muhammad Mokaev who are not even in the UFC anymore. There's guys like Alex Perez who I'm taking over Amir Albazi. He's a fraud, dude. He's not that good. He had a robbery win over Kai Kara France. I think that was a clear win for Kai Kara France as well. And then he went on to face Brandon Moreno and got 50-45. I don't know what else to tell you. That should sum it up. He's an overrated fraud. And I think he's third, fourth in the division right now. That is shocking. But yeah, I hope this guy never fights for a title again. I'm going to keep it a buck. For Bantamweight, this is going to upset some people. This is really going to upset some people. But I do have Corey Sandhagen, dude. And you know, I put this guy here because, you know, he's a good personality. He's a fun personality. But when you look back at his record, 17-5, obviously, he just lost to Umar. And this guy's a bum. He knocked out 50-year-old Frankie Edgar with a flying knee. He's a fun fighter, yeah. He is a fun fighter. But you look at this guy. This guy's lost every big fight he's ever fought in. He lost to Umar. He lost to Peter Yan. He lost to TJ Dillashaw. He lost to Aljo. Every single of those fights was either for a title or a #1 title contendership, and he lost all of them. I mean, obviously, he's picked up wins against Song Yadong, Frankie Edgar, like I said earlier, Marlon Moraes, Rob Font. But you know, when it matters most, this guy sells, and that's overrated. He should get more hate for this, dude. I only hear good things about Corey Sandhagen. He crumbles under pressure, and that's the truth. Moving on, Featherweight, we do have the Featherweight division. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but for the Featherweight division, I did struggle a lot for this division because the Featherweight division has a lot of fan favorites like Diego Lopez, like Ilia Topuria. He's a favorite, like Max Holloway. Obviously, he's no longer in there anymore, but still, Volkanovski's a fan favorite. But still, there's a lot of favorites in the Featherweight division. The guy that I have came up with is going to be Josh Emmett, and Josh Emmett only for one reason, two reasons. Reason number one, this guy got 10-7 by Ilia Opturo. So, I mean, this guy's pretty old. And number two, this guy had one of the craziest knockouts probably in UFC history. He made Bryce Mitchell have a seizure. And then somehow Bryce Mitchell returned before him. This guy hasn't fought. He didn't fight at all in 2024. And that's the only thing I don't like about him. And he's a great guy. He's fun. Obviously, that was an insane knockout, like I said. But still, you got to fight more, buddy. The next fighter I have is lightweight. Not the next fighter. The next division we have is lightweight. And the guy I picked, I don't hate. I love this guy, actually. He's actually one of my favorite fighters. He's my YouTube banner. It's going to be Michael Chandler. And, you know, I can't hate on him too much because, like I said, he is one of my favorite fighters. But still, this guy, he's a personality. Yeah, I'll give him that. He's a personality. But other than that, he's an entertaining fighter as well. Like, name one Michael Chandler fight that hasn't been entertaining. But still, this guy is 2-4 in the UFC. 2-4, brother. 2-4. He's lost everything. He's lost to Charles Oliveira. He got the dog beat out of him by Charles Oliveira twice. He lost to Dustin Poirier. Got the dog beat out of him by Dustin Poirier. He lost to Gaethje in a pretty easy fight for Gaethje. And he lost to Charles Oliveira again. Yeah. Obviously, he beat Dan Hooker. But that was right after Dan Hooker was coming off the absolute brawl against Poirier, so he could have been a little chinny there. But still, the only other win he has other than the Dan Hooker win is Tony Ferguson. Fighting Tony Ferguson is like fighting a disabled veteran. He's washed. Yeah, I love Michael Chandler, but you know, he needs to get more hate. Moving on to welterweight. I'm going to get slandered for this, man. I really am going to get slandered for this. I do have Shavkat Rakhmonov. Kill me. Cancel me, dude. Cancel me. This guy is 19-0, 18 finishes. Obviously, it was 18-0, 18 finishes, but that stat is ruined because of Ian Gary. But still, dude, I don't think Shavkat's very good. I'm going to say I think Bilal beats Shavkat, and No one talks about Shavkat. I have seen zero hate for this man. Zero. I'm sorry, he's not that good. His best win before the Ian Gary win. Actually, all time, is Wonderboy a better win for Shavkat than Ian Gary? Probably right now. So it's safe to say that Shavkat's best win is Wonderboy, and that's a 50-year-old Wonderboy. That's not obviously not really, but a 41-year-old Wonderboy. He got rocked by Jeff Neal. Bilal is gonna destroy this guy. Are we serious? Guys? Shavkat is overrated. I hate to say it. I hate to be that guy to burst your bubble, but Shavkat Rakhmonov is an overrated fraud. I've said it before. I'll say it again. And yeah, I got hate comments last time I said it, but I don't really care. Shavkat Rakhmonov is overrated. The next fighter we have for middleweight is gonna be Shara Magomedov. I don't hate this guy, but he should probably get more hate. He doesn't have any wrestling, and that's actually wild to say for a Russian fighter. This guy has zero wrestling. I think Armen Petrosyan was beating him before he hit that. I don't want to say lucky, but is that guy doing it? Is he doing it? Is he doing that again? He's not going to do that ever again, dude. That was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Maybe it wasn't. I've seen clips of him training it before, but come on, guys. Is he really going to hit someone else with that and knock him out? Yeah, this guy doesn't have a ground game. I think the UFC is gonna not face him against a grappler as long as they can, because he's a cool fighter. You know, you can have a main event, a fight night, and stuff like that. He's a cool fighter, but still, he doesn't have a ground game, and he'll never get anywhere in the UFC. You need to have some decent wrestling, and this guy has atrocious wrestling. You know, I've seen some people saying that he's not even gonna win in 2025. I think MVP is a hard stylistic matchup for him because it's just striker versus striker, and MVP is a better striker on paper. On paper. I'm still probably gonna pick Shara Magomedov to win that, but you know it'll be tough for him. I've seen some people saying he's not gonna get a win in 2025. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but you know I don't know. Now we're gonna move on to the light heavyweight division. In all of my videos, I always say lightweight division whenever I mention light heavyweight, and it's a problem. It is a problem, so I need to stop that. But the fight that I have for the light heavyweight division is going to be Alexander Rakic. This guy's a fraud. Oh my gosh, this guy's a fraud. He's 14-5, which is an abysmal record, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's an okay record. No, it's not. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, sorry. And he's lost to everyone. His best wins in the UFC are Anthony Smith and Thiago Santos. The two jobbers that they fed to John Jones. Anthony Smith, if Anthony freaking Smith is one of your best wins in the UFC, you are not that good. I'm gonna say it. He's lost to everyone, and I get he's had close fights with people. Like obviously he was beating Yuri Prohaska before Yuri's lucky KO. Magomed Ankalaev, I think that fight was actually pretty close, but still, when you're just below average against these top guys, well, what do you have to do? You're just below average in every aspect. I think this guy should move to heavyweight, but that's a topic for another video. You know, he's a fun fighter, I guess. Actually, he's not. I'm looking at his record, and both of those wins were decisions. He's coming off two out of in his last 3 fights. He's been finished twice. He's not that good. I don't even know. This guy's mid at his peak, dude. This guy's mid at his peak. And now for heavyweight boys. Heavyweight's a beloved division. I just realized it. I mean, Shamil the Blob Gaziev in this. The Heart Attack Merchant is in this division. There's obviously favorites like Marston Talibira. There's Tai Tuivasa. There's a bunch of beloved fighters, and there's another beloved fighter. It's gonna be John Jones. Let me tell you about John Jones, kid. John Jones is a fraud. I've grown to hate this man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I used to like John Jones. I used to consider him my GOAT. But I mean, John Jones does get a lot of hate, but he needs to get more hate. He needs to get a lot more hate because of the serious ducking he is doing to what's his name, Tom Aspinall. This is next level ducking. I don't think I've ever seen a case this bad of ducking. He's clearly scared, and I think Tom Aspinall rocks John Jones head open. He's gonna kill John Jones. That's a fact. John Jones needs to get so much more hate. I'm not a John Jones guy anymore. I used to be, not anymore. That's gonna do it for today's video. I had to get some stuff off my chest, dude. These people make me mad. But if you guys do want to see UFC fighters who don't get enough credit, or UFC fighters who get too much hate, make sure to comment that down below. Apparently I'm a knockoff bedtime MMA, so I gotta change my thumbnail soon. But yeah, boys, thank you guys for watching. Awkward Outpost out.